All right, so here's a nice little obstacle. We got a little sand on the other side. It's my last night here at the Sand Hollow State Park. We're gonna go check out Snow Canyon State Park. I've heard some good things about it. I just kind of want to get out and enjoy the area a little bit more before we head on out. Snow Canyon State Park is a beautiful desert landscape. We saw it just near St. George. You can actually drive through the entire length of it. The park covers about 11,000 acres. Also, there was no drones allowed there, so that's why I don't have any drone shots. It has red sandstone cliffs, lava flows, sand dunes, a bunch of different geological formations. The most prominent one is named for Snow Canyon, which is this deep winding canyon. It's got big tall sandstone walls. There's plenty of hiking trails, including paved ones. Lots of folks are riding their bikes around and electric bikes. There's some popular trails there, like the Johnson Canyon Trail, Petrified Dunes Trail. It has picnic areas and campgrounds. Overall, it's a real nice place. It's not too remote. You can tell that it's adjacent to a city, and it gets a lot of visitors, but it was enjoyable. Hey everyone, well, I'm here at the Lakeview Campground at Sand Hollow. This is a brand new campground. I couldn't even find this on Google Maps when I first signed up for it. Well, by the time I got here, I noticed it was in Google Maps and it drove me here. But it's very, very new. It's all got fresh pavement. I thought they were all partial hookups, but it turns out mine is partial hookups. I've seen people with sewers further along the line, so maybe I'm close enough to the water. They just don't have sewer hookups or something, I don't know. But this one is partial hookup, so I'm gonna go dump when I leave here. But this has been a beautiful location. I'm gonna slowly turn around so it'll make you dizzy. You're gonna see that it's right next to the lake here. It's quite pretty, very easy access to the lake. The spaces are extremely far apart, so even when the spaces were full, I felt like I was miles from my nearest neighbor. What can I say about it? You can hear the freeway maybe just a little tiny bit. That hasn't been a big deal. But you're really right next to the Sand Hollow Mountain in the off-road area, so a lot of people here come here and then just unhook their side-by-sides and ATVs and head on out. I don't have much to say about the campground other than it's really nice. I haven't checked out the bathrooms, but it's clearly got multiple facilities nearby. It's all brand new, so how bad can it be? It's got a nice shelter over here that you can see, so you can picnic with a fresh, brand new barbecue ring. So this place is ready to go. If you're coming to Sand Hollow, I highly recommend you look at this campground. Imagine since it's new, people aren't going to know about it or aren't going to try it out first. So give it a try. I enjoyed it immensely. I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to head over to the dump and dump my tanks, and then I'm going to drive through Page, Arizona, and see if I can make it all the way to Valley of the Gods, and we'll see what happens. Don't forget to see RVing with Joe. These guys inspired me to make my own channel. Oh, that's a good girl. So I'm heading out to the desert. So of course I want to load up on food before I go, because out there past Page, it's not going to be a lot for me. And I love this about the Missile. When I go shopping and it comes to loading, how I can just open up the side and load right here. Look at all the choices you get here. I've never seen clear ethanol-free gas, which is great for generators and other sensitive products that don't do so well with ethanol. I've just never seen that offered. I wonder what market they intend for that. Yeah, breaks my heart out here in Navajo country. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stray dogs, a lot of feral dogs. These nice young women from Texas had just stopped because there was 4 puppies, all different types, just running around here on the side of the road. I gave them a bunch of leashes and tried to lure them with food. They're gonna try to wrangle them into some leashes, maybe try to save them and take them somewhere, but it's rough out here, you know, for dogs. I know at Monument Valley, when I've stayed there, there's feral dogs all over the campground. You can only do so much. I hope those girls have good luck with those puppies. And if nothing else, at least the puppies got a good meal. I threw a good 4 cups of food out there for them, so at least they're nourished. What can you do? I'm gonna keep going towards Valley of the Gods now. Good morning. I'm in Valley of the Gods. I went here last night, found a spot. It's right near the road, but it was the end of the night and I figured there wasn't going to be a lot of people driving by here. And indeed, there was not. A couple of youngsters drove by, a couple of trucks really fast, racing through the night, guessing having fun. But other than that, it was a very quiet night. And the stargazer was amazing. The stars here, there's just no light pollution at all. So every time I looked up, and I just saw a whole sky through the sky gazer, watch the constellations move. I'd wake up and they'd move further along, and then eventually the moon came out and was actually a little too bright. That's how dark it is out here, that the moon coming on was a little bright. So I'm here, parked in the middle of nowhere, loving life. Dead quiet, didn't run the generator last night, still got lots of power this morning, and it stayed nice and warm. And Lizzie, for a city dog raised in downtown Vancouver, seems amazingly content and happy out here in the desert. It's so amazing to watch her adjust to desert life. She's just relaxed, she just hangs around. She looks a little tired still. She had a long day. I think I'll let her get some more sleep this morning while I do some editing. Today I'm gonna drive through Valley of the Gods the rest of the way. So I'm gonna do the whole length of this dirt road. I forgot exactly how long it is. It's like 15 miles or 10 miles. It's nothing crazy, but it is all dirt with, you know, some bumps, and you got to go down through some creeks. It hasn't rained now for a couple of days, so I'm expecting the creeks are fine. I talked to a car that had come through last night, and they got through the creek, so I know I can. So I'm going to put this thing to the test today. I'm also going to go out to Gooseneck State Park, maybe go up to the Mogi Dugway. Don't know if I'm going to do Monument Valley today. I think I might leave the trailer at Gooseneck State Park. I just don't like leaving it out here in the middle of the desert. I could unhook here and just go, but it just feels vulnerable. I mean, you know, who's going to come and mess with my trailer while I'm gone? At least if I park at the state park, I know that you have to go through a ranger booth and there'll be more people around. So I might leave the RV over there if I'm going to unhook for a couple of days. We'll see. Anyway, it was a wonderful night. I'm totally enjoying this trip. Got some great drone shots here in the desert. And I'm going to go make some coffee now because it's really early. One thing I've noticed about the fridge is if anything touches that back wall for too long, it starts to freeze. So I think I might try to put some sort of little plastic spacers or something in the back. I'll give up a couple of inches of space so that everything that slides in doesn't actually touch the back. It'll also create a kind of an air curtain behind the stuff, allowing the cold air to move around. But yeah, I've lost some lettuce already, and some barbecued foods I had refroze that after I cooked them. So I'm gonna have to be real careful about that. You can see it's staying very cold, so I've reduced it down to just cold, and I might even play with going warmer than that, but we'll see where it goes right now. And because I had a few things fall out the refrigerator on this rocky, dirt road, I decided to use a bungee cord and some masking tape just to give it some reinforcement. I did find the little insert, missing one of the rubber ends, of course, so I just used masking tape on both sides to help hold that in, and we'll see how it works. So I'm going to take these down a little before I keep going down the Valley of the Gods drive here. It was a little bouncy. Those horses? What the heck is that? Are those horses or cows, and are they coming this way? I'll have to put Lizzie on leash here. Don't want to spook any animals while she waits for her ball and waits to get eaten by a coyote. You gonna go say hi, Lizzie? You gonna go say hi? Very good girl. Good girl, Lizzie. Come on. All right, so it's time to take the tires down a little bit before I finish this Valley of the Gods road out here. I know it was a little bumpy coming in. The microwave got bumped loose, and all the drawers and mostly stayed shut. Lost a few things out of the fridge, so I've done a little better job in there. But for now, I need to lower the air. Currently, we're at 80. I ended up taking them down to 62. I can always air them back up if I don't like it. I'm not worried about the sidewalls getting warm because I'm going to be going really slow. We'll do 40 on the fronts. The Valley of the Gods is a scenic sandstone valley. It's located in southeastern Utah, very close to Gooseneck State Park, and it has a rich history. It has a long history of human habitation going back thousands of years. The ancient ancestral Puebloans, also known as the Anasazi, were the first people to settle in the area. They lived in the region for hundreds of years and left behind many archaeological sites, including ruins, rock art, and artifacts. In the 19th century, European American explorers, they began to arrive in the area, became a popular destination for mining, ranching, and farming. And the valley was named by Harry A. Long, who was a prospector and mining engineer who explored the area in the early 1900s, and he named it after the famous Valley of the Kings in Egypt. And he thought the area kind of looked like it. During the 20th century, it became a popular location for Western movies, much like Monument Valley, as well as television shows. And so there were some famous films shot there, including Wagon Train, How the West Was Won, and Stagecoach. In the 1960s, it became a popular destination for hippies and other counterculture folks who were attracted to the area's natural beauty and isolation. Today, it's a popular tourist attraction. It's a beautiful place to explore. You can hike, camp, take scenic drives through the valley. You pretty much put your RV wherever you want, but you do need to stay on the road. They do have a lot of areas marked as stay on the road, don't go off into the bush. They're trying to preserve nature there. All right, so here's a nice little obstacle. See, coming down off of here, we're going to go through this little stream gully. And just to make it fun, we got a little sand on the other side as we pull out. Lizzie likes the water. God, that's beautiful. now it's time to air up the tires. So I fire up the generator, hook up the compressor, and here we go.